Judy. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks, Marty. How are you?
I am just excited to be here to talk about our good friend Augie Rivera. Can you tell me how you have come to know Augie?
Well, I know Augie through, exciting, right? Drum roll, bar admissions. And Augie is very active in bar admissions in the state of Texas. That's a big state. That's a lot of lawyers.
So, can you share with me some traits you admire about Augie? What are some things you admire about Augie?
Well, that's an easy question and a hard question to answer because there's a lot there. And this is supposed to be a short video. What I would say about him, if I really try to distill it, is his deep desire to connect with people and his the way he cares for his community, whatever community he finds himself in. Maybe it's the Boy Scouts, maybe it's bar admissions, it's within his Corpus Christi community. Certainly, it's in our community at NCBE. He is compassionate, he's passionate, he's principled, he's engaged, and he truly, truly cares about people. I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but I could not be more proud to be your friend, Augie. And I'm awed by your commitment to serving the Boy Scout community in South Texas.
Well, it's a work. It started off as and continues to be a working relationship. When I arrived at the college in 2008, he was our outside counsel for the college and had preceded me by several years. I want to say 4 or 5. And as such, coming on board, working for a board of regents and so forth, they had a outside counsel, legal counsel, and that was him. Mission of service and his priorities are aligned, or in a way that I not only try to emulate but admire very much. I mean, he is all about faith and family and service, just simply put. And when you're working with someone like that as well, it just further grounds his judgment and the steadiness that he provides for the institution. And it's a very, he's very contemplative. He's just a deep thinker. Hey, compadre Augie, thank you for all that you've done for this community, not only on behalf of the entire college and many others that have worked with you over the years, but from myself and my family, that you've been such a great friend to. We all just want to give you un abrazo, just a big, strong hug for all that you've done. Bringing this opportunity forth and allowing us to celebrate with you and Julie and the kids and so forth is just a beautiful opportunity that we are so honored to be a part of. Appreciate you much, brother. You know how much I appreciate you, and I look forward to continued service by your side.
I came to Corpus Christi. I'm from here, but I came home one day to interview for a job with a local law firm, and when I showed up, they sent me to lunch with their new young lawyer, who I ended up being incredibly impressed with how brilliant he was and what a wonderful person he was. And then later on, I found out that he had the great sense to marry Juliana Syracuse. So I never forget meeting him 34 years ago or whatever that was. The thing about Augie, and I know that the award has the term citizen in it, which I cannot think of a better example of a good citizen, a great citizen, than Augie. And when I think of that term, I think of who are the people in a community that have my back, who have everybody's back all the time. And that really is what I think of when I think of Augie. So I just can't think of a better person to receive an award that is based on the great position of citizenship. Well, as I recall the list, the first half of them really relate to a scout's relationship with their community. And then the second half have to do with their character and who they are. And all of those all go together, obviously. And I can't remember the first one. It's yeah, trustworthy, loyal, helpful. I mean, how do you pick? He's got every single one of those. His loyalty is his loyalty to his community, and that's what transcends everything he's doing. Augie, I cannot believe that this has not been given to you before. I don't know if this award has a name, but if it ever has the possibility of being the Augie Rivera Award, I think that would be appropriate. Congratulations. You are an amazing citizen, and I'm glad to be a member of the same community as you. Congratulations.
I've known Augie for a lot of years. Augie and Juliana were friends of ours for many, many years, but when I think about Augie and what we're talking about today, I think of Augie as trustworthy, loyal, friendly, helpful, kind, obedient, cheerful, clean, reverent. And if this doesn't fit Augie, I would be totally surprised. He's just one of a very few people that I know that fits every word of the Scout Law. He is a very special man. He's really a great example of all the things that most of us strive to be. But I'd like to add one more thing to this about Augie, and that's commitment. Augie is committed to a lot of things that he really cares about, and when he really cares about something, he's committed to it. Of course, number one, as it should be, is his family and his wife Juliana and their beautiful 4 children. He is totally committed and loves his family deeply. Another commitment that Augie has is to his profession. He is a highly respected attorney. His awards and his accomplishments are just amazing. Graduating from Stanford and Yale is no small feat, and the credentials to practice before every high court in the United States is enviable by many of his peers. He is a top-notch guy. My friendship with Augie began at Del Mar College. Actually, I told you it began years ago, but we became really good friends, and I came to know him so much better when we were both at Del Mar College. His achievements include having been appointed by the Texas Supreme Court to the Texas Board of Law Examiners. That is an enormous honor for him and for us to have him because he's so outstanding. Augie, I'm so happy to be here. I love you. And I think we've had a great relationship. I remember we used to talk politics a lot, and we always had great things to say and to laugh and to joke, and you've always been a great source of resources for me, and you've helped me out along my life for so long. And I think you're just wonderful, and I think you're so deserving of this Distinguished Citizen Award that you're getting tonight. You are all the things that the Boy Scouts are.
Our first involvement with Augie was with the 10 Commandment hike, probably 2010, 2011. A troop out of, or actually pack out of Our Lady of Perpetual Help Church 318. And, we pitched it to the, I'm not too sure exactly the dynamics as far as how we got the information. I think it may have been through the Scout office. And so it was something, religion is very important as far as to our Catholic faith. And we definitely pitched that to the Scouts and the scouting parents.
Definitely his commitment to the scouting program. That by far. Also his faith shines through. Henry had mentioned that I got to know him also as a teacher. I was Pablo Rivera's teacher at IWA. And his faith is very important to him. And that is exemplified by also being the chair for the Catholic Committee on Scouting.
We were discussing this and finding out exactly pinpointed as far as when we actually met Augie and so forth. And it had to be, starting off with the 10 Commandment hike.
And through IWA. Yeah,
right, exactly.
Then
just little things.
162.
Day retreats and and so forth for the Scouts. But as far as Augie's character, it shows with his family. You can see the compassion, the respect, And
The love.
Exactly. When you see their kids out in the community, hey, Mr. Castro, and so forth. So I mean, that's a reflection of him.
The one that just stands out the most is being reverent. Being reverent to the faith, being Catholic and bringing it forward to others.
Yeah, there's so many. I think reverent would be definitely the top, but courteous, kind, friendly, all those actually, definitely describe Augie. Pretty much like you were saying, the Scout Law, 12 of them, describes Augie Rivera.
Yes. Augie, I am so happy for you and you receiving this award. Congratulations. Like Henry said, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for being a part of our family and letting us come into your family as well.
Congratulations on the Distinguished Citizen Award that you're going to receive on the 30th. I apologize for not being able to make that award, but I will definitely be praying for you. And it's an honor to be your friend, your fellow Scouter. There's so many things that describes you that we love so much about you. So congratulations.
So Miguel, can you describe your father to me? What type of person is he?
He is a loving, caring, down to earth. I mean, he is the guy that will go above and beyond when anyone needs anything, really. That is the kind of person he is.
Pablo, can you describe your father to me? What type of person is he in your mind?
He does things that I don't see anybody else do. He signs up for everything and then somehow completes it, and then makes time for his family and for everything that's important.
Jorge, so describe your father to me, Jorge, and what type of person is he in your eyes?
In my eyes, and I'm sure in everyone else's eyes, he's a fighter. He's persevered through a lot, despite his background, despite all the challenges he's faced in his life. He's still, kicking to this day.
So Cotto and Jeff, do you guys want to share with me how you see your father and describe your father to me?
I think of Dad as a friend, a really good friend to all of us, to everyone he knows. He'll walk into a room full of 100 people and somehow be friends with everyone in the room. And if he's not already friends with them, he will be friends with them by the end of the event, which I think just speaks to his character.
I think he's a really warm person. And even though he's a busy guy, he always seems to have time for me or for anyone else.
The way his brain works, somehow, some way he is able to the way he's able to just figure something out, the way he's able to work around if there's a problem that needs solving. It's really an interesting way that one person can struggle on it or a whole group, but no matter what, he will problem solve till it gets done.
His endurance is insane. When I was growing up, we'd go on long cycling rides, and he still does that. And as I was talking about earlier, how he signs up for just everything he can, and then he just keeps going and keeps going. Like, I don't know where he gets this source of energy from, that he's able to do, everything that he does.
I think just mainly his ability to stay true to himself and to others. No matter what he's going through, he could be having a pretty bad day, and, it doesn't really reflect when you see him at the HEB or anything like that. He's just always catering to others, no matter how he's feeling or anything like that. And that's something that's really hard to do.
One thing that I admire, there are many, but as a civil rights lawyer, I think I'm a new attorney, but I've always admired his passion for justice and his ability to see the best in society, even when times might be dark or when the law might not be what he hopes it would be. He thinks that he strives for the best, and he wants to always represent the people who deserve justice.
Yeah, I guess I'd say I admire how accepting he was of me kind of joining the family. You know, he already has 3 sons, but he kind of goes out of his way to make me feel like I belong in the family as well.
Okay, so I want you guys to each pick one point of the Scout Law, and don't say, well, he's all 12. Think of one, and I'll go through this list again. And those of you guys that were Scouts, you might remember them.
I mean, I really do want to say it's all of them, and I could explain each point, but I think my dad is kind overall. I think any colleague will agree, no matter what their work capacity was. I mean, I think it randomly came up twice now that, when he runs into people at HEB, because he will always stop to talk to someone. And he truly is just a kind and genuine person.
I think he's especially reverent. I think in many situations where somebody might not be so respectful and so, you know, reverent in that scenario, he's always consistently respectful.
I'd go with loyal. My dad is extremely loyal to a lot of things, right? He's loyal to, you know, his values. He'd never fold on his morals. And I think that was instilled upon him, you know, by his father, our Popo, who was another great man. And I think he's loyal to his friends. You know, like my brother Pablo was saying, you're never going to hear anything bad about what he did to, you know, anyone, friend or not. And he's just a guy that's always going to be there for you. And I think he values, you know, friendship over just about anything.
So this has been mentioned, but I don't know if anyone's picked it. I would go with friendly. Obviously he has a lot of friends, and he's such a good friend to so many people. But yeah, it really does extend across generations and everything. I'm always surprised when he's familiar with Cato's friends, and I'm sure it's the same for Miguel and Pablo and Jorge's friends. He just knows who they are. He wants to get to know them, and it's not just, you know, he's sticking with people his age or whatever. He just really wants to get to know everyone.
For me, I think I have to cheat and pick 2 because they go hand in hand. So I think my dad is obedient and trustworthy as to how he practices the law. So my dad wears so many hats that maybe some of you don't even know that he's a lawyer, but that's his side job. And for many years, for his whole career, I think he's really stood up for the people he's representing. Oftentimes his friends will come to him asking for, you know, legal advice or help representing them. And no matter what he has on his plate, he drops everything and helps them. And I think he can really be trusted as not only a good person, but a good, obedient servant of the rule of law, which is something he truly believes in and has spent his whole career kind of pushing for.
I mean, Dad, we're beyond proud, beyond happy for you. I'm just beyond excited that this is well deserved.
Guarantee he's crying right now. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously this things like this are going to occur throughout his lifetime. I mean, it's well deserved, as we've been saying throughout this video. But yeah, everything you do, you should be praised for. I don't know how you do it, and I don't know how you did it when we were kids, and how are you doing it now?
Yeah, Dad, I can't say I'm surprised. You deserve this. You deserve probably 100 more of these types of awards. You'll probably get like 50 of them. Yeah, just know we're all proud of you. We all love you. And enjoy it.
Congratulations.
We wish we could be there to celebrate with you, but we love you from afar, and you deserve this and so much more. We're very proud of you, and we love you.